Alright, come on, you gotta do the voice.
God damn. Yeah, your Bill Bangler impersonation. Come on, you know what El Glow Shaft is talking about.
That one, you started off. Start it.
Like, well, I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do here, but, that's what I think we're gonna do. We're gonna take this here bug, grab him by the balls, and really just squeeze the cum out. Just squeeze the cum out.
Welcome to the Deeprockgalactic Educational Database. Scan to identify. Scanning. Identity confirmed. Processing. Processing complete. Playback commencing.
Hello. To ensure that this week's meeting goes smoothly, Goldo has requested that we all take time to go through this information packet. The information packet is intended to educate the Night Shift Mission Control D and C class personnel on the recent changes in staff and crew composition. This packet wouldn't be necessary if even half of you paid attention to the workers' fucking names. A retarded horse wouldn't be able to get the 4 crews we have running mixed up, but here we are. Anyway, since the night shift has grown in efficiency, management feels that we can handle more of the dregs they send our way. But don't fret, our supervisor, the Messiah of Cock, was able to broker a deal with management. Some of the new dwarfs are not complete jack-offs, and have thankfully been chosen by the mining crew, or the Lord of Coming Hard himself. To start, we will be going through the newest crew, although they were covered in last week's meeting. No one seemed to pay attention, so please, shut the fuck up, get your dick out of your glove, and pay attention. Yankov's Roughnecks. The crew of new arrivals is led by a grizzled veteran, Yankov Ivanovich.
I fuck, and I fuck. There is no stop. All I need is 3 things. My boots, my armor, and my minigun.
Ivanovich is the night shift's chief medical officer. Also known as the Soviet jackhammer, Dr. Jin Medicine Man, or most commonly, the Bear Dwarf. Next is a grim dwarf, a decorated scout from the capital's War Academy, the self-proclaimed Clit Commander, Sergeant Greg.
Look, I'm the best there is, plain and simple. When I wake up in the morning, I piss excellent. When you don't find me fucking winning, you'll find me fucking shit up. Now, I drink hard, alright? Every time you see me, I got a goddamn drink in my hand, okay? Alright, you never see me not drinking, because drinking on the job is job on the drinking, alright? It's just how it is. You put one foot in front of the other. Next thing you know, you're turning left. And then where are you? You're at the bar. And then you fucking see me drinking again, alright? That's how I do it. You know what else? You know what? Nobody drinks like me, alright? Not this little fuck. None of you little fucks out there. I am the Clit Commander. With the sound of business, this is what I do. Fucking. Fuck yeah! There's your mother flipping driving test.
Yo, what's up, dude?
Also hailing from the capital's War Academy, although holding a lackluster record, is the green beard, Harold Curtins.
I feel like I can hardly breathe, like, it's real. It's really happening.
Otherwise known as the Red Sugar Vacuum, holder of hair that just ain't fair, or as he is known to scouts he graduated with as the junkie hunk with too much spunk.
Oh, this is deeprockgalactic. It's a big fucking thing for our balls.
Lastly, Buck Jackson, he was transferred here from one of the day shifts. The reason for this is that Buck was found to be too sexually suggestive for the crew he was on. Most miners found him annoying, while the scouts were distracted and in most cases would give in to his sexual advances. Due to the loss in productivity, Buck Jackson was sent here, as it is speculated he is in mortal fear of crossing paths with a particular dwarf, who happens to be half-fruit. The following is a recording of the crew's briefing prior to their maiden mission.
You're not being. You don't even have to really explain this. Like, it's.
Our breakfast consists of cocaine and fucking hard rock candy, also known as sugar.
Let's get that round of beers going.
Yeah, usually in the morning I eat breakfast, I'll make myself a huge slab of meat.
And then you use utensils and you beat the shit out of it until it's consumable.
At the end of the day, I finish my day with bald eagles. Cook up a nice bald eagles from this little place. It's imported, as we all know, because we do live on a space station. So it is imported meat. It is very rare shit. And let me tell you.
And bald eagles is the way to go.
Yeah.
You bring them in live too.
Yeah, they do. And you get to beat the shit out of it until it dies. That's the best part of it, is you get to just, tenderize the fuck out of it while it lives. So it is as fresh as it gets, and it is as exotic as it gets.
Great. Just get it through, man. Just get it through. Just get that dick in the fucking hole, man.
Yeah? Well, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, who's the fourth guy? Bitch. If you come at me with a question, fuck off with the question. You know what you're doing. There's no room for slackers. Any slacker gets thrown overboard. Holy shit. Sorry, it's cool, boss. It's cool, boss. I got this. I fuck, and I fuck. There is no stop. We go hard.
Law and order, alright?
I got this here. You tell me to do something, I have to do it, man. This is how we do. If you're going to be with me, we will go hard. Oh, it's so intense. Dude, my balls are shivering up to my fucking chest. This is amazing. Oh, hell yeah, dude. We got a full team here. Fuck yeah. Oh my god, it's amazing.
Deep dive selected. The drop pod is powered up and ready for takeoff.
Oh, there we go. Hard.
The Tennessee Tuggers. Led by Bill Bangler, the Bug Wrangler, proprietor of Bangler Ranches, sorcerer of Glyphid semen extraction, and lead vocalist of the newly formed hick metal musical group, Bang NATO. Along with his two fellow team members/researchers, Jebediah Gorpont and Bartholomew Jethro Leroy McAdams, have been quite busy since joining the night shift. His research into the glyphid anatomy, specifically the testicles of the bucks, has led him and his team to a new understanding of glyphid life on Hoxie's. As such, all members of Bangler's group, the Tennessee Tuggers, each have a pet glyphid that accompanies them everywhere. During lengthy research expeditions, the Tennessee Tuggers will have members of other crews, or new miners of the night shift accompany them for training purposes or for the added firepower. They specialize in training, research, elimination missions, and mining expeditions. The usual class composition of the Tennessee Tuggers are gunners, drillers, and scouts. The reason the sorcerer of Glyphid semen extraction does not enlist the aid of engineers is due to the allergy that Bartholomew has to cheese. The group's motto is, "We can confirm, there will be sperm." Despite the advances in research Bill Bangler and his team have contributed, the Tennessee Tuggers are under suspicion for the assumed involvement of the illegal production and distribution of fizz jizz. Detectives of the DIA, Dwarven Internal Affairs, have visited the space rig many times in hopes of uncovering who is behind the fizz jizz production. An interview was conducted with the Bang NATO lead vocalist. The agent performing the interview was disguised as an employee of Deep Rock Galactic conducting a routine performance review. The following clips are what the DIA points to as clear signs of a fizz jizz cartel drug lord.
Well, wrangling bugs for a long time. I know my way around a bug. It's my defined trick of how to extract bug semen. And that bug semen, it can be very useful.
Although the suspicions are high that it is the Tennessee Tuggers, it cannot be proved conclusively. The watchful eye of the DIA detectives is not hampering Bill Bangler's aspirations, however. His research continues to push boundaries. What the coming future holds for the night shift research team, we will just have to patiently wait for.
Ah, fuck.
Mollywood Bulk Brogan, the mustache master, and inhaler of ale, has named his crew of drillers and gunners Brogan's Bureaus. With the motto, "We love big guns, big beers, and big ass titties." The mustache master himself ensures that all of the bureaus and auxiliary dwarfs under his command have proper loadouts. As the Inhaler of Ale puts it, quote, "Brother, a properly modded gunner or driller loadout makes me come viciously brother." End quote. As a testament to the preparation, Brogan's Bureaus have proven their worth on Hoxie's, specializing in salvage, rescue, and elimination missions. There are issues with this crew, however. Their stellar performance in the minds of Hoxies, and their zeal for good old bug killin', is overshadowed by Brogan's Bureaus needing to drink a beer for every kill the dwarf with the most kills attained on the previous mission. Needless to say, after a short period of time, the Bureaus would go full drunken asshole mode. Bulka maniacs would come out of hiding to praise Bulk Brogan, then the singing contests and wrestling matches would begin. Once Bill Bangler's crew concluded their missions, they would join in the festivities as well. Shortly thereafter, being urged on by Bill Bangler, the gut-wrenching penis fighting matches would start. As a member of the Brogan Bureaus, Ike Busenhauer puts it, quote, "We don't fucking stop until the beers that needed to be finished being finished are finished, motherfucker." End quote. Our illustrious supervisor, L. Glow Shaft, allows this to transpire because Brogan's Bureaus relinquish all gold, and profits from gold gathered to Goldo in exchange for free booze, and access to the VIP section under the Abyss Bar. This deal was struck between the Cock Messiah and Bulk Brogan for security reasons after Brogan and his crew were nearly arrested outside of a Bangkok discotheque. For legal reasons, I've been advised by the Lord of Comminghard's legal team to state that Brogan and the rest of the bureaus were not at fault, as the activities they had participated in and in most cases instigated were not necessarily illegal. However, the dwarf the Thailand police were after had tagged along for the trip. A dwarf by the name of Yankta Bolsov, who was found to be smuggling barrels of fizz jizz into the country, is now being held in an undisclosed Bangkok prison for an indeterminate sentence. The one letter Yankta was able to send out was written in Ukrainian, and thus Goldo determined it to be unimportant. The news outlet, Dig Deep Into Shit magazine, had a tip that the arrest was going down, and promptly sent a reporter who was able to arrive before Goldo's legal team. Once at the location, after gaining very little information from the Bangkok police, or Brogan's bureaus, the reporter was able to interview the bulkster in front of the Bangkok discotheque, by the name of the Little Slanted Shitter. But Brogan said nothing. According to the Dig Deep Into Shit magazine's article, after being pressed for more information, Brogan's eyes seemed to glaze over, and a classic Björk song could be heard quietly emanating from his lips. After a few short minutes of being mesmerized, the reporter noted that he didn't notice when Mr. Brogan had walked away, nor did any onlookers, or staff of the Little Slanted Shitter. Upon his return from Bangkok, after a long drinking meditation, Bulk Brogan sent this video to all the night shift staff via his work email, broganlayspipe69@dwarfmail.com.
We started out at the same level, brother. We based our love on the 3 commandments of the training, the prayers, and the vitamins. You're the one that was jealous. Jealousy that turned into a cancer that started eating you alive, man. Eating your guts, brother. The love that you give is equal to the love you receive. That's the same with hatred, brother. You say you hate me. Well, the hatred that you're giving off is going to be the same hatred that tears you apart, brother. It is a cancer. Starts eating your abdominals, eats your pectoral muscles, goes up into your neck, and starts eating at your brain. There's only one thing that's going to be keeping you alive. That's your life support system. And as you start to lose your grasp, that's when I'm going to strip it away from you. Pull the plug on your life support system. And what you gonna do when Hulkamania and the largest arms in the world destroy you?
You seem to understand. I'm locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
Despite being the most infamous dwarf, the rape terror known as Barry the Bastard holds a reputation of a near-perfect rate of success on missions. As such, Our supervisor, the Wizard of Morkite Refining, has given Barry a crew of his own. At the behest of Barry, an engineer was brought in from his homeworld, his cousin, Chaz, otherwise known as the torture rack of Snatch, who's here for one reason and one reason only. Bitches. Chaz and Barry usually work as a duo. They specialize in no particular missions, yet Chaz and Barry are kept busy filling in when needed. On some occasions, the Messiah of Cock will assign unruly scouts to the crew, with the aim of scaring them straight, as Goldo puts it. As the public relations representative of Chaz and Barry, Chaz, the torture rack of Snatch, takes his job very seriously. He states,
"We have a solid program lined up for unruly scouts that don't do their fucking job. 21 steps are needed for success. The only downside is that participants have to, well, all 21 steps is just Barry coming really hard."
This aforementioned coming hard is biologically more of a juicing of sweet, but yet citrus-like material emanating from Barry the Bastard's body. Once about 14 pints of Barry's body goo has left his screaming body, Chaz usually ends the scout's suffering, as Chaz puts it.
"The amount of shame in their eyes is enough to know they know where they went wrong. So while avoiding Barry's body goo, I grabbed the shame-ridden, terrified scouts, and with my bare hands I crushed it in their skulls. At that point, generally, I'm gooing uncontrollably myself."
Buck Jackson recently joined a mission with Chaz and Barry. Telemetry shows he died 45 minutes into the mining expedition. During debriefing, Barry stated, quote, "He was quieter than I expected." End quote.
End of D-Class educational file. Processing outro. Processing complete. Like and subscribe, you bitches. Rock and Stone.
It's kind of explanatory, like it's just Durka needs to add his, just get, it's all Durka's problem, like,